Hi guys, I hope you all are well. I've got two books to read to you today. The first one is Here Comes T.Rex Cottontail, and the second one is Clifford's Big Red Easter. I hope you enjoy them. Here comes T.Rex Cottontail. T-Rex was looking in the mirror. Not bad, he said. Not bad at all. Just then the doorbell rang. He answered it. It was his friends, Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon. Why the funny ears and big cottontail? Diplodocus asked. Tomorrow is Easter. Stegosaurus said, not Halloween. Peter Cottontail, aka the Easter Bunny, has a cold, T-Rex said, and he asked me to deliver his eggs tomorrow. But you can't hop, Iguanodon said. I've been practicing, T-Rex said. The three friends looked around. Where are the eggs? They asked. At his house, T-Rex answered. I'm hopping down there now to get them. Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon watched as T-Rex wobbled and hopped out the door. I'm afraid those eggs are in for a shell-shattering trip tomorrow, Stegosaurus said. T-Rex can practice when he gets back, Iguanodon said. Too late, Diplodocus said, looking out the window. Did you notice that he has like bunny slippers on? Poor T-Rex. Wobbling and hopping up the bunny trail, he stumbled and fell and landed kersplat on Peter Cottontail's basket full of eggs. What a mess! T-Rex walked slowly into his house. What now? His friends asked. I don't know, T-Rex answered. Suddenly, T-Rex had an idea. We'll get more eggs, he said, and color them. Then I'll have some to deliver Easter morning. Where will you get more eggs? Stegosaurus asked. Hen gave all of hers to Peter Cottontail. There must be more out there somewhere, T-Rex said. Diplodocus grabbed the empty basket. You stay here and practice, he said. We'll get the eggs. Look, they're both pulling and it looks like the basket might completely tear in half. By the end of the afternoon, T-Rex had gotten the wobble out of his hop, and his friends had gotten more eggs. T-Rex was pleased. Where did you get them from? He asked. From duck and goose and turkey, Stegosaurus said. And one from Screech Owl. We better start coloring them now, Iguanodon said, or we won't be done till dawn. Late that night, all the eggs were colored. T-Rex and his friends were asleep and snoring. Look at all of the eggs, they're just everywhere. Unfortunately, when the sun came up, T-Rex and his friends were still asleep. But the children weren't. They were at their windows, awake and waiting. Shouts of, "Where are you, Easter Bunny?" could be heard. Look at how sad. T-Rex heard them. He jumped up. He put on his funny ears, cottontail, long twitching whiskers, jacket, and bow tie. I'll save an egg for Peter Cottontail, T-Rex said to his friends. Meet me at his house later. We'll give it to him. Then, he said, hopping out the door. Did you guys notice that he taped whiskers onto his face? The children were still at their windows, waiting and worrying until T-Rex hopped into view. Cool, they shouted. That's one really big cottontail hopping down that bunny trail. When all the eggs except one had been delivered, T-Rex started hopping back up the bunny trail. Thanks for our eggs, Mr. Really Big Cottontail, the children called after him. Any time, T-Rex called back. T-Rex hopped to Peter Cottontail's house. His friends were already there. "Do you have the egg?" they asked. T-Rex nodded and rang the doorbell. Peter Cottontail answered it. T-Rex handed Peter Cottontail the egg. "For me?" Peter Cottontail asked. T-Rex and his friends nodded. "No one has ever given me an Easter egg before," he said. "Thank you." Just then the eggs began to crack open. Crack, crack, crack. And dozens of tiny ducks started quacking. And dozens of tiny geese started honking. And dozens of tiny turkeys started gobbling. "This is the best Easter ever," the children shouted. "Look, cheep, cheep, quack, cheep, honk, 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 cheep, cheep, honk, quack, quack." Just look at all of them. Quack, quack, quack. Then Peter Cottontail's egg began to crack open. Crack! And one tiny screech owl started screeching. Screech! Peter Cottontail was surprised and delighted. "This is the noisiest Easter ever," he said. "The noisiest. And the best. I shall never forget it." "Nor shall we," said T-Rex and his friends. That was unusual. I wasn't expecting that. Clifford's Big Red Easter. Emily Elizabeth and Clifford were making Easter baskets for Clifford's friends. Emily Elizabeth carefully painted purple Easter eggs for Cleo, blue for T-Bone, and yellow for Mac. Clifford helped. Emily Elizabeth thought it would be fun to put little presents in each basket. First, Clifford helped her make some pretty ribbons into bows for Cleo's basket. Next, Clifford dug up the perfect present for T-Bone's basket. "I don't think your bone will fit," said Emily Elizabeth. "How about this nice bouncy ball instead?" "Woof, woof!" Clifford barked. Then Emily Elizabeth baked some doggy treats for Mac. "Those treats sure smell good," said T-Bone. "Good and hot," Cleo agreed. "Maybe Clifford can blow on them to cool them off." "Oops," said Clifford. They all just kind of flew off the tray. Later, they all decorated Clifford's doghouse for Easter. Oops, their balloons are flying away. Finally, Emily Elizabeth and Clifford finished up the Easter baskets. "I can't wait for Easter," said Emily Elizabeth. "Woof, woof," Clifford barked. Clifford hid the baskets so his friends wouldn't see them. Here they are hiding behind Clifford. On Easter morning, Emily Elizabeth handed out the baskets. Clifford's friends liked their gifts. "Wait!" cried Emily Elizabeth. "There's one more surprise just for you. Happy Easter, Clifford." The end.